What's good? Brian Tong here, and welcome to another fascinating episode of the Apple Byte for everything good and bad inside the world of Apple. Now, a lot of you have been asking me about what's going on with the iPod Touch, and the answer is absolutely nothing. But the music player with the most buzz right now is Apple's iPod Classic. You know, the 160 gig scroll wheel version that Apple discontinued because Apple said they just couldn't find the parts to make them anymore. Well, now demand is high and supply is low, with Amazon prices hitting close to $500 for one, and you can even find one used on eBay for around $250. It's the last of the iPods, and it kind of makes you want to have one. Maybe? Well, not as much as those marshmallows that look like cats in your hot chocolate. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, in actual news, Apple and IBM are making good on their partnership from earlier this year to bring enterprise services to iOS with 10 new iOS apps as part of IBM's Mobile First for iOS, with apps specifically designed for business in the areas of banking, retail, insurance, and travel. Individual companies will be able to deploy these apps specifically for their workforces and customize and manage them. We've seen how much the enterprise world has really embraced Apple, and it's hurting others, specifically BlackBerry. All right, Apple released their latest iOS 8.1.2 update. It claims to include bug fixes even though none of them are even documented. Thanks for that, Apple. And it appears to really be an update that fixes a problem where ringtones purchased through iTunes may have been removed from your device. So really a minor one this time around. Also, the Cooptown Kids released the iOS 8.2 Beta 2 for developers. The main focus around 8.2 is the inclusion of watch kits so developers can create apps and glances for the Apple Watch. All right, here's something that you can use if you're the type of person that likes to trash talk other people that don't have the same phone as you on YouTube. I know who you are. A report by Ars Technica reveals that Google's Nexus 6 was supposed to have a fingerprint sensor on it, which coincides with early rumors, but it was later scrapped. The sensor they were planning to use? Synaptics validity sensors, the same ones used in Samsung's Galaxy S5 and Note 4, where you have to swipe across it at the right speed to use the feature. It's not nearly as responsive and can be more frustrating compared to Apple's Touch ID, and yes, I've used them both. Touch ID is based on Apple's acquisition of Authentech in 2012, but other manufacturers just weren't as interested in their sensor due to its component cost. Okay, United Airlines recently announced its plans to equip all of their 23,000 flight attendants with iPhone 6 Pluses in 2015 to handle onboard retail transactions for food and drink purchases. Attendants will also be able to access their email, United's website, procedure manuals, and continue to post their latest Candy Crush progress on Facebook. You know who you are. Now, United was one of the first airlines to distribute iPads to their pilots for navigational charts, but wow, as a longtime United traveler, now I know why my flights are so much more expensive than others, on top of their bag fees and their mileage plus changes that have hurt loyal customers like me. You know, people who travel a lot can feel me on this one. They just deserve a bad apple. And don't tell me otherwise. All right, in an update around the Jobs biopic, Michael Fassbender's casting is official, but thanks to that crazy Sony hack that has revealed everything and anything behind the scenes, a leaked email exchange reveals that writer Aaron Sorkin originally wanted Tom Cruise to play Steve Jobs in the upcoming movie. And you know what? It actually makes complete sense.
Here's to the crazy ones. The misfits. The rebels. The troublemakers. The round pegs in the square holes. The ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo.
I love that ad. Okay, to the quick bites. YouTube has updated its app for the Apple TV with its streamlined interface that is found on other streaming boxes. It finally brings predictive search, subscriptions, and recommendations, but with the good comes the bad: advertisements. Fun. Some Bose products are finally returning to the Apple online store after a 2-month disappearance that coincided with Apple's acquisition of Beats. Bose and Beats were also involved in a patent infringement case that was recently settled. But the products that I'm most excited about, Apple's finally bringing new kids' toys to the store. Like, check this out. The Skylanders Trap Team Starter Pack for the iPad, or the WowWee MIP gesture-controlled robot. Those are totally cool. Now, I want to be fair to all of our different viewers, so we cannot forget the Barbie fashion design maker doll, the first Barbie doll that Apple has ever sold. But with the free app, you can create customized clothes that you can then print out yourself on printable fabric sheets. Like, seriously, how cool is that? I've never had anything like that when I was a kid. I might buy this for my niece.
Brian,
Yeah.
can we just concentrate and get to the end of the show?
Yes, I will do that. All right, that's going to do it for this week's show. Keep emailing me at theapplebite@cnet.com or tweet me at Brian Tong. Now, we asked you what you would change about the show, and you guys aren't sending us enough feedback compared to when I'm giving out free stuff. So, you know what? I guess the show is perfect as is. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll catch you all next time for another Bite of the Apple.